running. Under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And he's got it. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Julio Jones. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Just a 4-play drive that time. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
So that'll back him up 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Here we go now.
Throwing. Young. Over the middle. Sharp's got it complete. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. Now he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Rolling to his left. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Greg Olsen, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. First down, Young. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When Tony Gonzalez makes catches, sometimes I feel bad, like it's almost routine. And that's really not what the deal is. This is a guy who has to work his way open on every play because he's such a featured guy. But he's also a guy that throughout his career, there's a little bit of a loyalty and a soft spot for Kansas City, his first team. When he went to Atlanta, did you know he kept his mouthpiece from Kansas City, which was kind of that yellow that goes in the Kansas City uniform? Not in the Atlanta uniform, but he kept wearing it because he remembered the good times he had in KC.
Now a first down throw for Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Defense.
So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's Steve Young on second down. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Young looks to throw on first down. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
1st and 10, Young. It's complete to Brown, right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, as part of his scouting report, and is what we saw on tape throughout his career, Tim Brown's ability to run after making nice catches.
It's also what made him such a dynamic return man in the first decade. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
All right, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about...
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. Looking to throw, Young. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now.
An automatic Morton Anderson does it again, knocks another one through the posts. I have to be careful because it's almost boring, you know, just how accurate he is. So he knocks another one through.
All-time NFL. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Madden Legends offense trotting out again. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Now there's a good chunk of yardage picked up there, and the big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in his zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he's got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Brady. And Jones has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they go with a slant that time, 15 yards at a first down. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Here's Bell. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it perimeter. You're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing is Brady on third down. It's caught. Jones. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Brady now on first down. And Gronk says, wait room. This is caught. Gronkowski. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it. And here we are.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Derek Brooks coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Brady now on 3rd and goal. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Now the ball comes loose. Well, the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice that fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock.
And he lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It's a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game. At this stage in the 4th, they needed points out of that, Brock.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, you and I both know that those guys out in the field, they're giving every effort that they've got, but Bryant Young, he just played the game with a different level of intensity and effective play from start to finish.
Well, he was an 8-time winner of the 49ers' prestigious Lynn Eshmon Award, and some people may not know what that is, but it was given to the player who best exemplifies inspirational and courageous play.
And think about the 49ers' history. No other player won it more than twice. Not Ronnie Lott, not Jerry Rice, not any of the other great 49ers.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out. It's going the other way. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel.
And he will have a touchdown. Greg Olsen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Brady now to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target. The two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Madden legends heading back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You get
They got his man complete. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Terrell Owens, 74 yards. And the Madden legends able to cut into that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Well, I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Brady throwing on second down. He's going to float this over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Brady going to throw here. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position.
And this will be a touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 10 yards out. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
We got three.
Here's Brady. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here's Steve Young. Go right side, caught by T.O. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 30 yards there. From the red zone now, Young. That's complete, right around the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing, Young. And it's a touchdown. Jerry Rice, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Madden legends able to cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout. As they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Brady going to look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And play it. Stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A toss play to Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes.